Hi guys, so welcome back to another vlog. Today I am going to be unboxing some PR. I got these packages last week. I have to open them anyway, so I'm like, let's just do it together. And I figured I could do a little Q&A so we can catch up, chit chat, and hang out. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me some questions and I got a lot of really good ones. So I'm going to just go through and answer a few and just hang out. So let's get into it, because I was going to say I don't want this video to be really long, but then again, I guess it doesn't really matter if it is, because I know a lot of you guys really love long videos. I love long videos, especially on YouTube. All right, let's start with the first package. Wait, okay, good. Got my, ouch! Oh my God, I just like literally whacked my face with the point of the scissors. That hurt so bad. Okay, anyways, we have the scissors here. Like, why are you so aggressive? First package I have here, I already took a peek because I thought this was something else that I had ordered, but it's not. It's from e.l.f. and this is actually a product that I tested out that I really like. Their Sun Touchable Invisible Sunscreen. This is really good, very lightweight, and I really love the Whoa Glow, but this is more of a matte version, but it's so smooth and it wears nice under makeup, so thank you, e.l.f. First question comes from JuicyJas. I absolutely love JuicyJas, by the way. Thank you for the questions. She actually had a couple that are really good. Okay, first question. What's been your biggest accomplishment thus far? So I did like a little mini get ready with me on my Instagram. I also posted it on my TikTok, but I had mentioned that I have two of my biggest accomplishments. Definitely hitting 1 million subscribers on YouTube, because that is something that I never thought I would hit. It was just such a big number, such a huge accomplishment, that I remember when I first started my YouTube channel and I saw people who had 1 million, I was like, oh my gosh, like I'll never get to that, you know, because it seems almost impossible when you're just beginning. Like, you don't think that you're going to reach those kind of goals, but the sky is the limit, to be honest. So that is definitely a huge accomplishment for me, and definitely buying my mom a house. I bought her a house in 2021 and that has been my goal for forever, and I was so grateful to have been able to do that for her. Even now when I go to her house, I'm like, wow, like this is the biggest blessing. And Fenty Beauty, I always get so excited when I get Fenty packages. Ooh, this is actually really cute. So these are some cream blushes and bronzers, which I really love their cream products. I feel like Fenty in general has some bomb complexion products, so thank you so much, Fenty. I'm so excited, and I haven't used some of these little cream blushes in a while. Oh, there's new shades and their cream blushes. The Cheeks Out Freestyle Cream Blush. Couple different shades. I love when they include the little pamphlets in here, by the way, so thank you, Fenty. Another good question from JuicyJas. How do you stay motivated being your own business slash boss? You guys, I don't. There's so many videos that I always watch, but that always say literally, F your motivation, it's gonna get you nowhere, because you're probably motivated when you think about it maybe once or twice a week or a month, if that, you know. At least for me, I'm not motivated half the time. I think it really just comes down to discipline and just getting it done, you know. Like, you just have to do it, and sometimes fake it till you make it. Ooh, ColourPop. This is the I don't know how to pronounce this. Naruto from ColourPop. Naruto is how you pronounce it. I just looked it up on TikTok. Thank you, ColourPop. They always send like all of their new releases, and I always appreciate it because I think their stuff is amazing. So anyways, yeah, motivation is only going to get you so far. It's all about discipline. So even sometimes I say every day, do something that you don't want to do, and do something that your future self is going to thank you for, which is usually that one thing that you don't feel like doing, or those couple things, you know. Discipline will take you places that motivation can't. Somebody asked, do you have gray hairs? If so, how do you cover them? I'm struggling. Girl, I found a gray hair probably like a month ago and I pulled it out. I know you probably should not do that, because I've heard when you pull out your hairs, 3 more grow back. I don't know if that's really true, but root touch-up spray or just dyeing your roots in general, that's gonna be key, and that's what I do now. So yeah, gotta keep the grays away. Nothing wrong with gray hairs, but I don't want them yet. Okay, so somebody asked 2 questions. The first one is, do you like roller coasters? And yes and no, because I actually am afraid of heights, but I do enjoy a good thrill. Like whenever we go to Dorney Park, if you guys have ever been there, I love riding Steel Force, but at the same time I am terrified when I'm going up, but I just love the thrill of going down, and I don't know, it's like a love-hate relationship. And I also always get nervous whenever I hear the news about like roller coasters stopping up at the top or just things malfunctioning. It definitely scares me now more, so I think I'm gonna like cut back a little bit on the roller coasters, and I definitely have my limits. I won't do all of them, but certain ones I'm like, okay, I'll do that. But now as I'm getting older, I'm starting to realize maybe I really don't like them. Somebody also asked, have you considered getting a Brazilian? what does that mean? Does that mean a Brazilian like butt lift, or does that mean like a Brazilian wax? Because if it's a wax, I definitely would do that. Oh wait, okay, so there's Brazilian wax, Brazilian blowout, Brazilian butt lift. So I don't know which one you're referring to. Yes to a Brazilian wax. Brazilian blowout, I actually got one before years ago when I had super long hair and I loved it. I would get one of those again. Would I get a Brazilian butt lift? Probably not. That's not like the top of my list, but then again, who really knows? Like, I'm not also opposed to it. I don't think there's anything wrong with getting things done. Like, if you don't like something about you and you want to change it, go for it. I never understood why people get so upset about others. Let people do what they want. Yes, I think it's good to embrace what God gave you, but also if you're not happy about something, it's okay to change it. When people get lip filler, when people do Botox, when people get their bodies done, I'm like, why do other people care so much? I never understood that. I've been getting such random comments on my YouTube videos, basically of people accusing me of having lip filler, which is literally so laughable because I would tell you guys if I did, but I literally don't. Like, you can tell that these are my lips. If you look back at old videos, I mean, these are my lips. To me, my lips are not huge. I think they're normal sized. I love my lips. I've always mentioned that it's one of my favorite features about myself. But yeah, I don't have lip filler, but even if I did, it's like going back to my point, why would anybody care or be upset about it? Haters online and people who are trolls, they're just projecting their own feelings and their own issues towards other people on the internet, because at the end of the day, people who are happy and content with their life are not going to shame others for their decisions or just be trolls in general on the internet. Next package is from Metamorphosis, which this brand is so freaking cute. I'm actually wearing, I'll show you guys because I have the blush. I was using it as a mirror. I'm wearing the Michoacan blush palette today. I'm wearing this bright orange. It's so pretty. This palette is very bright, but it's so wearable because a little bit goes a long way, and this brand is adorable. I love their packaging and everything. So thank you so much. This is so cute. It's like a little shirt. Oh, it's so cute. It has Metamorphosis on the back. This is cute. It's gonna be a little bedtime tee for me. I love a good oversized t-shirt. And then there is this little makeup bag of goodies. New mirror here, love it. A little body brush, eyeliner. There's another palette in here. Conchita blush palette. Like, are you kidding me? So cute. Stop. This is everything. The pinks in here. My foot is asleep right now. I cannot feel it. This is the Conchita eyeshadow palette. Oh wow, this is so beautiful. Thank you so much, Metamorphosis. I love your products, and this looks so pretty. This is actually a really common question that I always get. What app do you use to edit your YouTube videos? A couple of you guys also asked what app I use to edit my like short form content. So for YouTube, I use iMovie. Literally super simple. I think it used to come on Apple computers. Now I believe you have to download it, but I love it because it's so easy. And for my short form content, I use the app called InShot, which is also really easy. That's where I get all the fonts and the colors and everything, and I love it. So InShot and iMovie. What's your number one absolute favorite foundation? So easy. House Labs Triclone Skin Tech Foundation. It's pricey, but it's so good. It's so long lasting. It's so pretty on the skin. It's like everything you would ever want in a foundation. I love it so much. And someone said favorite drugstore foundation. That is so hard, but I think I'm gonna go with NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation. I also love the CoverGirl Matte Made foundation too. Those are just both so beautiful on the skin. Oh, someone said, how do you stay in shape? I'm struggling with weight loss. Girl, thank you so much, but I'm not in the best shape. I also struggle with weight loss. I feel like I've always struggled with losing weight in general. Like, I'm so insecure about the way that I look a lot of the time, to be honest. So you are not alone. I think the main thing for me though is walking a lot. That definitely helps. Just trying to eat, and I don't even want to say eat better, but just finding foods that work for you that you enjoy and not overdoing it with food. Because I've come to the realization that food is truly not a one size fits all for everybody. So yeah, the best advice that I can give you guys just to be the best version of yourself is eat more foods that you enjoy, but don't overdo it. Cut back on snacking if you can, because that's also my struggle. And then also move your body and do things also that you enjoy. Like, I love walking. Walking outside is my favorite, and I've been doing that pretty much almost daily. I do my daily walks with Bernard, but then even beyond that, I enjoy just walking outside, getting fresh air, and I still like to move my body and stuff. But I mean, I'm not always insecure about my body. I have my moments, but it's a struggle. I've always struggled with body image, and it's so annoying that also as a woman, I feel like, I'm sure maybe a lot of people can agree too, but I can't gain a little bit of weight or my body can't change without people assuming that I'm pregnant. And newsflash, people don't just gain weight when they're pregnant. So I find that to be very annoying. It's just rude. Please just be kind. Just because you have an opinion doesn't mean you always have to state it. Can you do an updated bridal makeup look? Yes, this video has been on my list for so long, but I don't know how I would do my makeup again. Because I know if I was to get married this year and like if I could go back, I would tweak a couple different things with the way I did my makeup for my wedding day. So I'm trying to think of how I would do it now, you know, but that video is on my list. How do you reapply sunscreen while wearing makeup? Sunscreen sprays that work? Question mark. I'm horrible with this, to be honest, because the thing is with me and sunscreen sprays is that I like them and they're so easy to just, you know, spritz your face, reapply, but sometimes they can make your face look very shiny, almost oily feeling. And in the summer, I don't always love that feeling. Like I love a dewy finish, but there's a difference between dewy and just like heavy, greasy, oily, you know what I mean? So I'm still struggling with the reapplication with the sunscreen, but I have seen, I believe it's Supergoop. They have a powder now with SPF, and I think there's another brand that does that too. So I think that might be the best option is powders with SPF, which I feel like more brands should do because that would be the easiest way to reapply. If you could only use one brand, oh, I gotta keep opening packages. If you could only use one brand for the rest of your life, which brand would it be? The first brand that came to my mind is Rare Beauty because I love their products and I'm like rarely disappointed in the brand. And yeah, I'd say Rare Beauty. They're just killing it. They have such good stuff. This is a good one. What age do you wish you were? Sometimes I wish I was 17 or 18 again because I really enjoyed those ages. I felt so carefree and fun and confident and just ready to conquer the world. But sometimes I still feel like I'm 17 or 18 at heart. Like 27, I'm like, what? Like, no, I'm 17. Hi, I've been absent for a little. Well, hello, I'm happy to have you back. Any new house projects or updates? So if you guys watched my last video, then you saw, okay, wait. There's like nothing in here. Ah, okay. Here's the press-on nails. I'm like, am I doing this right? So cute. I actually get my nails done. These are acrylics, by the way. I'm getting them done tomorrow. They're a little too long for me at the moment, but just acrylic French. I've been doing this for forever because it goes with everything and I really like it, but I love press-on nails too. There was a point where I only did press-ons or I would paint my nails and I enjoy them because you can switch them up. They don't last a really long time for me though. I know some people get like 2-3 weeks out of press-ons and I'm like, how do people do it? I've followed so many videos, so many steps, step by step, and for me, they don't last longer than like 5 days maybe, and even then they're popping off in between, so that's why I kind of gave up on them. But these are so pretty. I actually am probably going to keep these just in case I ever want to give my nails a break, just to have some press-ons. So thank you, Salon Perfect. Gosh, I'm getting so distracted, I'm sorry. But new house project. The only other house project that we have is my closet. I'm so excited, you guys. They're actually coming on Monday the 7th, so I will show you guys the before and after. I can't wait to just make it look exactly how I want it and actually organize it. I got a quote from California Closets and I thought it was a little bit too pricey, so I found another local place and the price was better, and so that's why I always also recommend shopping around. Other than that, to be honest, no, we don't have any other plans for renovations because I talked about this also in my last vlog, but we don't plan on staying here long term. Like we want to move definitely within the next probably 3-4 years, probably maybe even a little bit less time than that. So it's not really worth it to put a lot of money as far as cosmetics. Oh, but I am so excited because right now the closet, it's, first of all, it's leaning because I have so many clothes on. So it's like, it's gonna collapse at any moment. So I'm really excited to get that done next week. And it's a quick project because the closet's not huge. So they said they're gonna get it done in like half a day. Someone said, do you ever feel societal pressure to have a baby now? No, because people aren't going to be paying our bills and taking care of our baby. We're going to be doing that. So you can't let the opinions of other people guide your decisions in life, especially big decisions like that. Like if you don't want to have a baby right now, that's okay. No is a definite answer. You don't have to say why you don't want to have a baby or give people details about something that's so intimate. It's honestly really annoying. And why is that the end all be all for all women? Because not everybody wants to be a mom, and that's okay. I got a little package here from Essence and it looks really cute, by the way. Love these little eyeliners, the Stay and Play gel eyeliners. They kind of switched up the packaging. This nude liner is my absolute favorite for the waterline. So they sent a bunch of other colors in here. Thank you so much, Essence. My camera overheated. What else is new? But yeah, the kid question I know can be really sensitive for a lot of people. That's why I just find it very annoying, because for me personally, I get that question so much, not even just on the internet. Like I know that's inevitable. Like people are just asking, you know, but even in person with people who I know. And it's annoying because other people shouldn't pressure other people to have kids. Like people are going to do it when they want, if they want, and that should be accepted. And unfortunately it's not. And I think having kids is such a beautiful thing, and I hope maybe one day, maybe I'll be blessed enough to be a mom. I don't know, but I know at this point in my life I don't want them. If you feel the same way, it is okay. Don't let other people influence you into making huge life-altering decisions. Someone said, would you guys ever consider adopting a child in the future? We've also talked about that, and absolutely, I'm not opposed to adopting. And this is a package, by the way, from Too Faced, the Better Than Sex mascara. But we are not opposed to adopting, especially a baby. Like I love babies. There's so many children, babies, and who need to be adopted, and I love the idea of adopting. I think it's a beautiful thing. Has YouTube ever become overwhelming for you? Absolutely. I've been doing YouTube for 10 years now, which is so crazy. And in those 10 years, I just had a realization the other day too. Just a moment where I'm really proud of myself. And I normally don't say that a lot. It takes a lot for me to compliment myself and kind of just be nice to myself. But I really am so proud of me because I've taught myself. Another package from Fenty. This is so exciting. Fenty Skin. But I've taught myself everything throughout the years. You know, emails and negotiating with brands and sending invoices and doing taxes and being self-employed and editing and just so many like little intricate details that I literally taught myself along the way. And it's amazing for me to see the things that I've built and everything that I've accomplished in the last 10 years. But it definitely is overwhelming because I've done things by myself. Now, that's not to say that I can't change that. Like if I wanted to, I could get an editor and I could get more help for things that would make my life a little bit easier, but I choose not to because I'm a control freak. I just went to Sephora today, by the way, and I was gonna get these, so thank you so much, Fenty Skin. It's a body scrub and a face scrub. I like to be in control. I also have a really hard time trusting people, so that's why I've always just done everything on my own, but it does get overwhelming, to be honest, because I'm only one person and I struggle with just doing everything, you know? I try my best and I try to give myself grace because I'm only human and I truly try my best. And some days you gotta just fake it till you make it. Like I said earlier, the motivation isn't always there, but the discipline has to be. Oh my god, it smells so good. It smells like candy. Fawn Beauty lip oil in Literally Obsessed. I put a little lip liner on from Moira in the shade, I think it's Caramel Beige. But this lip oil is stunning. It's one of my favorite formulas. It's so good. So shout out to Fawn Beauty. Someone said, are you still using the Invisalign? So what I had was actually not Invisalign. It's kind of like the Invisalign sister. It's called Clear Correct. And no, I finished my trays. God, when did I finish them? I think last year. So I still wear my retainers every single night, but I'm done with actual Invisalign or Clear Correct. But looking back, I wish I would have just did Invisalign, to be honest. So if you're looking into Clear Correct or Invisalign, I would go with Invisalign. You live and you learn. My bottom teeth did get a little bit more straight than before, so I'm happy about that, but I still didn't really get the result that I wanted with my teeth. Tree Hut Moonlight Glow. This smells delish. Oh my gosh, that smells amazing. Thank you, Tree Hut. Have you ever visited Guatemala? I actually haven't, and that is one of my dream destinations to go to. I would love to go. It's just the stars don't always align because my mom wants to come as well. And it's hard because we have the dogs and our dogs have such heavy routines. To be honest, they're so spoiled, I mean, as they should be, but it just becomes a little bit more difficult because like I want to go with Hector, my mom wants to come, and we all want to go, and my cousin and everybody, but we all have dogs and it's a struggle. But I would love to go to Guatemala. I want to go visit where my mom grew up. There's so many things and places that I want to go, but Guatemala is definitely in my next top 5, and I will, God willing, be going there soon, hopefully. Somebody also asked, any more vacations planned? We do have a couple things and places that we wanted to go. I'm not really sure what we're gonna do this year, to be honest. We really wanted to do Amsterdam, but we're thinking about going in the spring because we've heard good things about going in the fall and in the spring, but I don't really know. It's just so much going on that I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but definitely want to travel to a couple other places. I would love to go somewhere warm, possibly in the winter as well. This is from Lottie London, by the way. These look like Charlotte Tilbury, the packaging. They're new highlighters, bubble tea primer, and then a black ombre blush that looks so cool. Definitely gonna be testing this out. I want to travel more. I honestly wish I could take like 6 or 3 months off at least to just travel, and I would just vlog and just travel to different places. That would be a dream. I would love to do something like that. If the stars ever align, maybe, but that is a dream. How do you deal with hate you get on social media? It's hard because I'm a very sensitive person and words affect me quite a bit. There's so many things that have stuck throughout the years. Like I was saying earlier, just because you can have a really negative, nasty opinion and you can post whatever you want on the internet doesn't mean that you should. Like there's certain things that you can keep to yourself, and I always say live by the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. But I've come to the realization that haters and trolls, they're always going to be there, and whatever people are saying about me or other people online, it's a reflection of them, not the person that they're talking about. People are just constantly projecting. Lately, what I've been doing, I've just been reflecting more on comments that I get, and ColourPop has new cream blushes. I didn't know that. New blushes. Thank you so much, ColourPop. When I see some of the stuff that people say, I'm like, you're going through something. You have to be, because somebody who is happy and who's living their best life is not commenting hate and negativity online. So yeah, people who do that, they're going through something really dark in their lives, and all we can do is pray for those people. This is the new Dermalogica Stabilizing Repair Cream Moisture Bearing Moisturizer. It came in this cute little white box. Thank you, Dermalogica. If you had to move anywhere else in the US, where would it be? So lots of questions about us moving and everything. Like I said, we don't really know when we're gonna move, but definitely within the next couple years. And to be honest, if California wasn't so expensive, I would say California, because I love the weather and I feel like there's so much to do. There's so many beautiful areas there. I actually have family in California. New Kokie concealers, double time full coverage concealers. They look really good. Do you ever see yourself getting an assistant? As of now, no. My mom actually helps me out so much with things around the house and errands, and Bernard, and she is just one of the biggest blessings of my life ever. My mom is my everything, and I'm so grateful for her, and she is perfect, obviously, because she's my mom. I can trust her with my life, and I don't know if I could ever have another person that I can trust on that level. And a personal assistant or things like that relating to my work, that is so personal. I would be inviting you into my life, into my home, and I don't know if I would ever be able to do that, to be honest. This is another good question. How much of your own money do you actually spend on videos? A lot. Don't have an exact number, but a good amount. I still buy a lot of makeup and a lot of things for my videos myself. As much as I'm so grateful for PR and everything, I don't rely on PR for videos or for, you know, content. I always like to just get it on my own, and if there's something that I like or that I feel like, oh, I can make a video on it, I will go out and buy it. And I'm constantly shopping online for things. I'm at Sephora, I'm at Ulta, browsing to see what's new, and then if I ever just so happen to get that product in PR, I just usually donate it or include it in a giveaway. This is such a pretty box. It's from Pacifica, but I really spend a lot of money on stuff because I also enjoy it. I love shopping. It really is one of my hobbies that I enjoy. I love it. This is some skincare, by the way, from Pacifica. Looks like we have a toner here, eye serum, SPF, cleansing gel. So thank you, Pacifica. I actually really like their SPF. It's really good. What is your dream travel spot? Probably Thailand. I've always wanted to go there. It's definitely top of my list. I've seen your beautiful post quoting the Bible. Do you go to church on Sundays? sometimes. We're trying to get better with going every single Sunday, but whenever we don't go, we usually watch the service at home too, which is nice, and it's a fun way for me and Hector to bond. And sometimes we bring our Bibles out, we have like a little Bible study, so we really love that. But yeah, church on Sundays I think is like the best medicine for the week. I love how humble and normal you are. Thank you, that is so nice. But would you buy an expensive purse? So let's talk about expensive and luxury things for a minute. I feel like back then I used to kind of be against anything luxury, and I'd be like, it's such a waste of money, like blah blah, why would you spend all that money on a bag or on something designer? But now I see why people do it, because some people just genuinely like more expensive things, and that's okay too, and some people like to collect it. I don't want to say that I would never. I've seen people who they buy something expensive and they say like they dreamed about getting that bag since they were younger. I've never really felt that way about designer or like luxury things. I've seen them and I'm just like, maybe I would get that if I was ever feeling it, you know? Like one time last year I bought my first pair of designer sunglasses because I was feeling it, and I was like, you know what, I'm actually gonna get a lot of use out of these because I wear sunglasses every time I leave the house. For me, that was kind of like a good purchase. I love the sunglasses and I wear them all the time. I'm not against buying an expensive bag. I think maybe I would in the future, I don't know, but as of right now it's not like a priority for me. Something that I do enjoy though is jewelry, so I feel like I would probably splurge on expensive jewelry over purses and clothes and that kind of stuff, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh, this is so nice. This is from CoverGirl. It's their new Clean Topia mascara, and then there's like a little bag in here. Do you ever get nervous about the unpredictability of social media and content creation? I used to, especially when I was in college, but now I don't feel that way at all. I think if anything, social media is going to continue to grow, and the content is always going to be there and it's always going to be necessary. People love entertainment, people love social media, and I don't see it going anywhere at all. I mean, anything can happen though, but I don't necessarily think about that as much as I used to. Did you watch Barbie, and what are your thoughts on it? Love you, girl. I love you too. Thank you, Emily. I actually did watch it. I watched it last week with my mom. It was so cute. It wasn't what I expected, but it was really cute, and I love the message behind it. The song Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For? When I got home, I listened to it for the first time and it literally made me cry. Like, I listened to it in full, and it's such a beautiful song. The lyrics are so relatable. It's a great song. If you haven't heard it, I'm sure you have because I see it everywhere on TikTok, but it's such a good song, and I love that it was in the movie. Loved it. 10 out of 10. I would go watch it again. Tips on buying your first home. I remember when you guys went through and showed us. I remember that too. I can't believe that that was back in 2020. That seems like forever ago, but it also seemed like it was just a year ago. I know it's so cliche, but save enough money for closing costs, for your down payment, for also emergencies whenever you do buy your house. I think it's important to know that anything could happen when it comes to your house and anything can go wrong. And also, don't jump into buying a house if you're not ready. Don't let, again, society pressure you into making big life-changing decisions, because buying a house is a big commitment. It's not for everybody, and that's okay. Sometimes I think renting is a better option than buying. It totally depends on the person. Don't let anybody convince you into buying a house or making it seem like you're throwing away your money because you're renting, when really that is not the case at all. Everything works differently for everybody, and buying a house is not all that it's cracked out to be as well. There's a lot of maintenance that comes with it. There's a lot of time and money, and it's a big commitment. So you have to be prepared, like I said, for anything when you buy a house. Also, get yourself a good realtor. What is the best primer for texture dry skin? So I have combo skin. I don't have a ton of texture, but I really have been loving the liquid poreless putty from e.l.f. because it's a smoothing primer, but it's also a little bit hydrating, and I love the consistency of it because it's not as thick as the original. I love the original, but I've also really been enjoying that one. So that's a really good primer. This is also a good question, non-beauty related. How did you train Bernard to be such a good, calm dog? So we actually adopted Bernard when he was 4.5, so he was already trained, which is one of the benefits of adopting an older dog. Usually they are trained, so that is helpful. I can't take credit for it. Whoever trained him before, they did an amazing job, because apparently also Bernard used to be destructive. And it's so funny because I feel like now he is so polite. He's such a little gentleman, and he doesn't really have any accidents or any mishaps around the house. He's never chewed anything up like furniture or anything. Ooh, this is from Catrice. I haven't gotten Catrice PR in a very long time. Oh wow, 3 steps to get glowing all over glow tints. And then this is no slip, no bounce, all polarized, all fun. What is this? There's also a cute little mirror in here. Oh, I like, look at this. Ooh. How does the makeup look? Good. Lashes are not lifted like they were in my last video. This is so beautiful. I don't know what this is. Oh, they're little glasses. Okay. They're like little sunglasses. Okay, we're gonna use some natural light. The sun was going in and out today. That's why I was using my little Amazon light, but it totally died on me. So natural light it is. But look at this. From Kiss. This is their Marilyn Monroe X Kiss collection, which looks so pretty. Lashes, there's some nails here, and these look stunning. So thank you, Kiss. So this is one of the last questions and also something that I got really frequently, and I just want to say truly from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much to those of you who have asked how I'm doing, how's my mental health, updates on Bernard, updates on Hector's health. Like, that is so incredibly kind. I even saw some of you say that you've been praying for us, which is just, thank you. You have no idea how much that means to me. So my mental health has been rocky, to be honest. Like, I would be lying if I said everything has been great and I'm happy and thriving, because that's not the case at all. Like, life is hard and everybody is going through something. Even the most perfect influencer that you see on social media posting the most positive, amazing things, they're going through something. It's just most people don't talk about it or aren't vocal because it's hard to be vulnerable, especially on the internet, because you're kind of setting yourself up to be judged and to be criticized. But at the same time, I think it is important to be vulnerable so that people see you're not a robot and you actually go through things too, because it's so easy to get caught up on social media and to think that somebody's life is perfect based on what you see. But remember, those are literally just highlight reels. Every single person is going through something. That's just the reality of life, because it's hard and it's not meant to be easy and it's not meant to be perfect. There's actually something that I saw on Threads, by the way, that I screenshot, which, are you guys on Threads? Because I was on it for a few days and then I forgot the app existed until just a few days ago. And then Twitter now is X. It's not even Twitter anymore. So wild things happening with social media, but it says, stop expecting life to get easier. It's not supposed to be. You're here to become stronger so you can endure the challenges that come your way and find peace in the discomfort. Once you understand this, everything changes, and that is so true. Life is not meant to be easier, and it's not going to get easier. Something that my neighbor actually always says, every time we ask him, how are you? He says, I have nothing to complain about. And I feel the same way. I don't ever want you guys to feel like I'm complaining or bitching about anything, because at the end of the day, I know everybody has problems, and that's another reason why also I don't always like to come on here and be super vulnerable and talk about life things, because I know a lot of you guys watch YouTube to escape from your reality and stuff. So I never want to be a Debbie Downer or anything, but it's just the reality that life has been hard. Life is hard. Bernard is doing good though. His health is great. I'm actually really happy because we recently got his levels checked and they are stable. He has kidney disease, by the way, for those of you who missed it. He got diagnosed last year. We switched up his diet and that really helped. The Dr. Harvey's food that we put him on has been a lifesaver, like truly game changer. And I feel like that has helped him so much. His levels have gone down, and like I said, they're just more stable now. He still has kidney disease, unfortunately, but I think he's doing great. I feel like his energy levels are so much higher. He's just a perfect angel baby, honestly. He's the best, and I'm so grateful that his health is better and thriving. But as far as me and Hector, we are hanging in there. If you or anybody in your life, a loved one, your significant other, is going through a chronic illness, an autoimmune disease, you know how difficult it is. It's just, there's no way around it. It's just really hard. It sucks and it's a lot. It can be very draining, I feel like, on both parts, like obviously the person going through it, but also the other person on the other end, which for me, that's me, because he is my everything. Hector is my soulmate, so his pain is my pain. It does become very difficult for me mentally because I want to be able to do more for him, and I sometimes feel like I can't. For me, I feel helpless. Like there's nothing that I can do. So all that we do is just pray and leave it to God, and that's what we've been doing. And one thing I will say that has really helped us throughout this journey is just becoming closer to God. And sometimes we both often wonder, why did this happen? Where would our life be if things were different? If health was just 100% right and where it needed to be? And we both, obviously we don't know, but what we do know is that this has definitely, this huge challenge and barrier in our lives that has been in our lives for a few years now, has definitely brought us closer to God. And if that is the only positive that we get out of this, then that's great, because it has been wonderful having a better relationship with God. We've always believed in God, but now we're really pursuing our relationship with God. I feel like it's even made us closer and stronger. It's made our foundation for our marriage so much stronger and better. And there's just nothing better than having God on our side and knowing that there's a reason for this. And I truly believe that there's a light at the end of the tunnel and that we'll get there eventually, but it just takes time. It takes faith, and one day at a time. Some days are better than others, but we just continue to do the same things. Praying helps so much. Reading the Bible, and just staying consistent with God. I find myself constantly talking to God, but I definitely have made it more of a routine thing that I do every single morning. I pray before I even start the rest of my day, and it feels so good. So incorporating God in your everyday routine is a game changer. God is the light in our darkness, because sometimes that's what it feels like. It feels like there's no way out. It feels like this is just a never-ending cycle, but I know that it's not. I know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. God is in control, and that's all we can do is just pray and leave it to God. That is everything for today. I appreciate you so much. Those of you who do support and watch my videos and are just there, I see you and I really appreciate you. It's just like my neighbor says, I have nothing to complain about, and I know that I am so incredibly blessed, and I'm still so grateful for every little thing in my life. The big things, the little things, and everything in between is all wonderful, and it's all a lesson. Thank you guys so much for being here, and I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye.